guys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Focus ST250 in stealth grey. We've had a bit of a run of these, Laura, haven't we?
We have, yes, dear.
Yes, absolutely. And before we start, I got my new shoes on. Hey, check them out. Hey, for all you Focus heritage lovers, I thought I'd keep it a theme in the old orange flash, yeah? The old Puma right up, yeah? And they're steel tool caps as well, health and safety, yeah? Right, so what are we doing on this one? Local customer. So he popped in on the weekend, been following us on the channel, and he's quite excited to know that we're going to feature his car on the channel. So that's really good. You get a buzz out of that. That's buzzing as well, look. That's the, that's the MOT emissions machine just warming itself up. But anyway, so it's completely stock, this car at the moment, low mileage, stock exhaust, everything stock, which is good because that's what you want as a baseline. So we're going to put a Revo Stage 1 software on it. With that, you get all the additive benefits of it with what Revo put into it. You get assisted launch control, etc. You know, take the speed limit off, up the revs a bit. But he's already done his own work and checked it out on the Revo website. So if you scan down there, look, Laura. So it's quite straightforward, this one. So you've seen it before, guys and girls, what we've done on the previous ones. So as I've always said, a must as far as I'm concerned. Put a bit more power and torque through it, so change the rear motor mount. That makes sense. I'm going to put a Forge recirc on it, which is just a direct replacement, but it's in billet. We'll change the spring, like I said before. The original one will be the green one. That's okay if it's stock. We're going to put in the yellow spring, which is a heftier, heavy-duty spring, right? So smart plugs, as I said, normal thing. LTRs, we'll gap them down, 26 thou, and the cylindrical Revo filter. That's about it, really. I'll give it a check over first. I've already took it out beforehand to make sure that it is stock, because what you don't want to be doing is not that you don't take the customer's word for it, but that we always check it.
They don't know.
No, they don't know, do they? So, I mean, he thinks it's stock. I've took it out. Yes, it is stock. I can tell that by the data log and what it's doing. But what you don't want to be doing is taking something out and, not taking something out, putting Revo software on it, and it might already have Revo software on it. It might already have a Stage 1 on it. It might have something else on it. And then you give the customer the car back. Oh, it's no different. Well, that's because you haven't done your own work first and checked it first, because that's what you should be doing, because you're going to make yourself look a bit silly then. And then it creates all sorts of complications then. So always data log it first before you do anything, touch the car, and check the running of it, check the oil, check the levels, make sure it's not smoking, rattling, all this sort of stuff. You've got to make them decisions before you even put your hands on the car. But that's what I do anyway. But I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. It's up to them what they do. But I just think that's good practice. Take it out first and make sure that it is what it is. All right. Because if that adds some sort of software on it or whatever, I wouldn't. Although then the discussion with the customer would be different, wouldn't it? I wouldn't be recommending, even though I'm a Revo dealer. We don't just put it on for the sake of it and make the tail ring. That's not what it's about. All right. So that's just what I do anyway. So what we're going to do now is I'll crack on. I need to get it jacked up, get the offside front wheel off, and then we'll do the fiddly job first, which is the recirc. The filter is easy. Rear motor mount, yeah, it's a little bit involved. You've got to take the old brackets off and all that sort of stuff. Plugs, yeah, get to them. But we'll carry it on as we go. I know we've done this sort of thing before. I know it's like maybe it's a sort of like a repeat, but you know.
It's nice for the customer.
It is nice for the customer. He's asked us to do it, so of course we will. You know, anything to, to keep him happy, yeah. Right. So let's crack on. See you in a bit. Right, bit of fast forward on this one. So as you can see, offside front wheels off, driver's wheels off, whatever you want to call it. Down here, look. So this is the original recirc. I mean, that's the green spring. I'll swap that to the yellow one now. But yeah, it's pretty basic. And then if you look in there, Laura, you'll be able to see it. If you go around this side, I'll do the same as I done last time and just point at my finger, which is like there. Yeah. So that's the billet Forge one. Like here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bit fiddly do, but we use this little doofer here, look. So go in there like that, throw in it like that, and you got the extended Allen key, yeah, whatever you want to call it. So that's that bit, that's all done. So what we'll do now is I'll just hit the ramp up and then we'll show you the Revo rear motor mount. See, good job I got the mic on because you'd struggle to hear me with this motor going, putting the ramp up. It's great, isn't it? We don't need a little furry doofer on today. That's for like outside jobs, yeah? That's what I do. Right, so that's locked in. Come under here a little lower. There we are. So that's the Revo rear motor mount. It's all embossed Revo. Like it's, you know, back to front, reverse, whatever you want to call it, because that's the way it is, right? So yeah, that's all in. The original squidgy one, which you've all seen before. I don't need to show you that. But yeah, like I said, I always mark stuff, paint mark it, because that tells me that it's tight. If it ain't, I've said this time and time again, it's just the procedure, the system that I use. If it's not marked, then as far as I'm concerned, it ain't tight. So that side of it's done. We'll get the wheel back on, get it down, get the under tray back up, and then it's only the plugs. We'll gap the plugs, fit them, fit the Revo cylindrical filter, and then we'll load up the software, and then it's road testy time. So yeah, back in a bit. Right guys and girls, do you want us around the front of the Focus ST250? As you can see, look, complete with Revo authorised dealer plates, which we always put them on to cover it up. Photographs, we can blank it out, but we tend to put them on anyway if it's something to do with Revo, it's relevant to that. So we've done the plugs, gapped them down to 26 thou, the LTRs, iridiums, all done. We just thought we'd leave the lid off that just to show you the Revo cylindrical filter. Well, it's not sort of like cylindrical, is it? They call it cylindrical. That's more like conical. Is that the name?
I think so.
Yes.
I don't know.
Beehive, yeah. But it hasn't got the...
Hexagons.
No. Beehive is like swirls, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. And hexagons, yeah. Like that sort of thing, yeah. Right, so yeah, that's done all the levels for him as well, checked the oil and done all the tyre pressures and all that sort of stuff. All the fluids are done, topped up. So what we're going to do now, we've got the battery support on it. As you know, we always put a battery support on it. You don't want it dropping out voltage when you're flashing the fire on, because you'll have to do it again and sass on it. So just around here at lower, we already showed you the rear motor mount and the recirc, that's all done. But we just got it up on the system there now. We'll grab an SPS switch in a sec. I've already talked to you about that, how that works. So on a previous video, so I don't need to keep repeating myself. Yeah, we'll get the file flashed on. I won't know until I get into it, but it needs a stock file on it, a superseded stock file. If it does, we'll do that first, and then we'll load up the Revo Stage 1 software. All right, check it all. We'll go road test, do some data logging, make sure it's all good, and then we'll finish up the vid when we come back. So, see you soon. I'm back in the room, yeah? Literally, big room. Right, so I just come back from road test in data logging. If you don't believe me, look in here, look. Hang on a minute, it's gone to sleep, so I'll wake it up. There, yeah. So there, so just been out. It's a bit difficult by yourself, so you've got to put a seatbelt around it and all that sort of stuff. It's got to be a bit careful, obviously. And obviously, you know, just you can't go looking at all the parameters while you're driving along, obviously. So you just like it's recording all the time, and then we'll look at it afterwards. But against the Revo specified data log sheet, which they give you with it. Right, so that's that. SPS switch, there it is. Look, we've already tested all that. It's all good, all works. Talk that through with the customer when he arrives. Revo passport, you've seen that before. Fill that in. Laura started filling that in already. Goes really well. I do like the ST250s. It's they're a nice drive. This is a nice one, low mileage, and he's certainly going to, you know, be well happy with it. It just transforms it. It's completely different driving experience than stock. I mean, I took it out first, stock. They're all right, a bit numb, aren't they? But as soon as you put the Revo software through him on a stage 1, it livens them right up, and his driving experience is going to be far more enjoyable. So, yeah, we'll leave it there. We've just got to finish up and have a look at the data log and all that sort of stuff, and then we're all ready to go. So we'll end it there. But owners of ST250s, you know, let us know if you want me to carry out the Revo treatment on it. I mean, it's had other things as well, this. Obviously, it's had the forward recirc valve, which is what we recommend. I've never had any issues with that. They work really well. They're a bit fiddly to fit, but it's just a like for like, really. The rear motor mount, as I said, filter, just normal basic stuff which you would do to complement the software. And that's it. So, yeah, get in contact. Preferably on the phone, which then I can talk to you about what's what, but if you have to do it through a message or whatever, then myself or Laura will reply to it. But yeah, use the thing. So like, subscribe, hit that bell notification button, and then you'll get notifications when you of when we're uploading a new video, such as this one, and you don't have to search for it. That's about it, isn't it, really? So nothing else to add, Laura? Just like get lost, yeah? All right.